The sun was just beginning to rise over the kingdom of Everlight, painting the sky in soft hues of rose and gold. As Rapunzel stood at the edge of her tower, her long golden hair glinting in the early morning light. Today was different. An unusual hush had settled over the village below, and the birds seemed to sing with a sense of urgency. Rapunzel felt a strange pull in her heart, a tug she couldn't quite explain, compelling her to venture beyond the familiar walls of her sanctuary. "Something is coming," she whispered to herself, her eyes scanning the horizon where the first shadow of the eclipse began to creep across the sun. Before she could dwell on the thought, she paused, turning to the camera with a soft smile. If you're ready to witness an adventure unlike any other, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single moment of this magical journey. With the call to action lingering in the air like a spell, Rapunzel took a deep breath and leapt from the tower, letting her hair coil beneath her like a golden parachute. Landing softly on the dew-kissed grass below, the village seemed almost frozen in time, the villagers looking up in awe and fear as the sky slowly darkened. An unusual celestial event, the Eclipse of Everlight, beginning its silent reign. Rapunzel's heart raced as she sprinted toward the ancient forest that bordered the kingdom, guided by an unseen force. Feeling the energy of the eclipse weaving through the trees like threads of silver light, birds fluttered frantically above, and the whisper of the wind seemed to carry messages meant only for her. As she reached the heart of the forest, a circle of glowing stones appeared, pulsating in harmony with the shadow crossing the sun, and Rapunzel felt the magic of the place awaken within her. She knelt in the center of the circle, placing her hands on the stones, and visions flashed before her eyes: a hidden chamber beneath the castle, a mysterious figure cloaked in shadow, and a prophecy of a kingdom in peril. The more she tried to understand the visions, the faster the eclipse's shadow spread, and suddenly, the wind picked up, tugging at her hair, and a figure emerged from the forest mist, a guardian of the eclipse, tall and ethereal, with eyes like molten silver and a voice that resonated like distant thunder. "Rapunzel," the guardian intoned, "the time has come to awaken the true power within you. Only you can restore the balance before the darkness consumes the light." Rapunzel's heart pounded, and though fear fluttered in her chest, determination flared brighter. She asked, "What must I do?" The guardian extended a hand, revealing a small crystalline orb that shimmered with the colors of the eclipse itself. "You must journey to the Tower of Shadows, face the trials within, and reclaim the sunstone that was stolen long ago. Only then can the eclipse be lifted." Without hesitation, Rapunzel grasped the orb, feeling warmth spread through her fingers, mingling with an ancient power that seemed both familiar and new. As she stepped forward, the forest around her came alive, the trees bending, roots parting to create a path, and creatures of light and shadow appearing to guide her way. Hours seemed to blend together as Rapunzel navigated through labyrinthine trails, crossing rivers that sparkled like liquid gold, and scaling cliffs where the wind howled with the voices of those who had failed before her. Along the way, she encountered puzzles and magical barriers, riddles etched into stone, enchanted vines that required both wit and courage to traverse, and illusions designed to test her resolve. Every step was a lesson, every challenge a reminder that the eclipse was not merely a celestial event, but a reflection of her inner strength and the courage she had yet to fully embrace. As night began to fall under the shadow of the eclipse, she arrived at the foot of the Tower of Shadows, its spires clawing at the darkened sky, a place both terrifying and strangely beautiful. Lightning danced across the clouds, illuminating symbols carved into the walls that seemed to shift and shimmer with a life of their own. Rapunzel climbed, her hair flowing like a golden banner behind her, encountering guardians of shadow, beings that tested her kindness, her patience, and her ability to forgive. Each encounter revealed more about her inner light and the connection she held to the kingdom she loved. Reaching the pinnacle, she found the sunstone held within a crystalline cocoon, radiating warmth that battled the encroaching darkness. As she approached, the shadows coalesced into the form of the thief, a figure she recognized from her visions, whose intentions were tangled with fear and a desire for power. A dialogue ensued, fraught with tension and emotion, as Rapunzel's compassion and courage challenged the figure, unraveling the darkness not with force, but with understanding. Finally, the sunstone floated into her hands, glowing brighter than ever, and she felt the eclipse's shadow begin to recede. Light returned to the kingdom, Painting the sky with shimmering colors of hope and renewal, Rapunzel descended the tower, greeted by villagers who cheered and embraced her, the forest whispering songs of gratitude. She returned to her tower as night fell into a peaceful dawn, reflecting on her journey and the power of bravery, wisdom, and love. And as the final rays of the eclipse vanished, Rapunzel whispered to the stars above, "This is only the beginning. The light will always find a way."